home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. Stay tuned for a special SpinoKing Sports presentation.
Set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away.
It's baseball time in Houston, and we're ready to play. It's high noon at Minute Maid Park, the Battle of Texas. Game 1 of the ALCS, the Rangers and the Astros. The bracket has been set for the championship series for both leagues. Only 2 teams from each league will advance, and the other 2 teams will pack it up and head off into the sunset.
From Minute Maid Park in Houston, Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Houston Astros. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
You're watching the 2023 ALCS on SpinoKing Sports. A wonderful view of downtown Houston, the park is packed with ecstatic fans of both teams. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. It's time for the Battle of Texas to commence. Let's check out the Rangers lineup. It's the same as last time, Marcus Semien, then Corey Seager, who surpassed Barry Bonds in walks in Division Series history and has the 6th all-time on-base percentage in postseason history. Following up at first, Nathaniel Lowe, Mitch Garver DHing, Josh Young at third, Adolis Garcia at right field, Jonah Heim will catch, at center field, Leody Taveras, and at left field, Ezekiel Duran. Defensively for the Houston Astros, we highlight Jeremy Pena, last season's ALCS and World Series MVP. And pitching to begin tonight's game, the veteran Justin Verlander.
Just about ready to roll, and towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now? Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien.
The second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Here comes a pitch. That one misses, so we're off and running in Game 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Abreu, and Semien is out. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. Ball one. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. And this ball is going to wind up out of play.
Well, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Nathaniel Lowe in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, everyone wants to get off to a great start in a series, so if you can get on the board first, take a lead, you put some of that subtle pressure on the other team.
Deal one.
Yeah, when you get to the big leagues, you think about, filling up the back of your bubblegum card. This guy needs a couple of them to put all the accomplishments that he's had in his career.
Left-hand hitter waits. That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Way high. Seager, the runner at second with 1 away. In the air, left field. Brantley in position. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That is the designated hitter, Garver.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Well, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Here's a 1-1. And another ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering misses, and now 3-1. Josh Young waiting to hit for the Rangers. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So 2 down. Here's Josh Young. Swung on, belted, deep left field. That one on its way, gone. He circles the bases, and they take the lead. It's 3-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now it's going to be Adolis Garcia. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The wide to kick the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes the count. Verlander maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Jonah Heim in the on-deck circle for Texas. And the pitch. And he walked him.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Now here is Jonah Heim. Just missed. Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Leody Taveras. And that one is in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. And that one is inside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
At the belt and fires. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Garcia, the lead runner at second. Heim at first, 2 out of the inning. Struck him out looking. 3-run shot for Texas this inning. It's now 3-0. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show.
Welcome back to the ALCS. We're in Houston, Rangers on the board. This is the Astros' 7th straight ALCS appearance. Nathan Eovaldi is ready to show his stuff on the mound. We're ready to go on the bottom of the first. Here's Houston's lineup. Jose Altuve would lead the charge at second base, Alex Bregman at third base, Yordan Alvarez. He has the 5th most total bases, tying with Edgar Martinez. The right fielder is Kyle Tucker, Chas McCormick at center field, Michael Brantley at left, Jose Abreu, the first baseman. At short, Jeremy Pena and Martin Maldonado will catch. And here's the defense for the Texas Rangers. We highlight Nathan Eovaldi, a 2-time All-Star. He went to the All-Star game this year, and a former member of the 2018 World Champion Red Sox. He will throw to Jonah Heim behind the plate.
Back here in Houston, and today's starter, Nathan Eovaldi. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Swing, and he breaks his bat. No play, that's an infield single.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That's in there. That's strike one. Nobody out. Runner at first. Way outside. One ball, one strike. Chris, you know, you look at Nathan Eovaldi's resume. He won the World Series with the Red Sox in 2018, but he was actually originally drafted by the Dodgers back in 2008. He was an 11th round pick. Kicks and deals. In the air, right field. Garcia settles under it. And there's one down.
Batting third.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board, and that'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These guys could find themselves back in this ball game.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. First offering, and it just misses.
Always known for that power fastball, but interesting, he didn't get a whole lot of swing and miss with it early on. He got better with that stuff as his career progressed. And you talk about that World Series in 2018, he was absolutely fantastic out of the bullpen.
Next offering is in for a strike. Altuve runs. That's hard hit on the line. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Kyle's brother Preston got a little bit of time in the big leagues. Pretty good left-handed hitter. Played his college ball at the University of Florida. And the right-hander deals. And that one fouled off.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Altuve runs. Pitch is high. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And a swing and a miss. Runner at second, 2 down. And now it's 3-2. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Altuve around third. He'll score easily. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
So up next, Chas McCormick. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. That one is gone. So he leaves the yard to left, and they add a couple more. It's 3-3.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Michael Brantley stands in. Ball one low.
One ball, no strike.
The pitch. There's the strike. Tied up here in the early going. Strike two.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
In the dirt. Heim gets it to first, and that is that. Two-run shot for the Astros this inning. We're tied now at 3 apiece. This is the American League Championship Series on the show.
The 2023 ALCS on SpinoKing Sports is presented by MLB The Show 23 by San Diego Studio. Available now, rated E for everyone. By Wheaties, the breakfast of champions. Inspired by Major League Baseball on Fox. Same ball game, new attitude since 1996.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Ezekiel Duran. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. One up, one down.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Marcus.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. 0 for 1 so far. That's through there for a strike. Packed house here at Minute Maid. Next offering is fouled back. Chris, how about the 2021 season for Marcus Semien? He was an all-star, and he hit 45 home runs. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. Jerry Hillsdale rings him up. Seager stands in now. He's 0 for 1. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently. With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Next offering is fouled back. Check swing didn't go, and it's 2-1. Here's a 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. That one 95 to finish him off. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back here at Minute Maid Park. We head to the bottom of the second. Jose Abreu up to hit.
Jose Abreu.
Evaldi back to work. Ball one there. Evaldi, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally uses a cutter. The 1-0. In there at the knees.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Foul ball there. Two now. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a pitch. And that's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So digging in, Jeremy Pena. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
No, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another.
Young over to second, relay to first, double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
In there for strike 1. The wind and the pitch. On the ground. Seager on the run, sends it over to first. And that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full, all tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe throws right, bats left. 27 years old, and he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They say it went.
Well, these Rangers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
The 2-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Down on strikes. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Next, it'll be the Texas DH, Mitch Garver. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And there's a strike. And a pitch. Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike. Righty to the plate. And that one fouled off. Next pitch misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Young stands in now and watches strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
First offering misses the mark. Singy, you think about all the success Altuve's had in the postseason, including the walk-off homer off of the Yankees and Aroldis Chapman in 2019. Only Manny Ramirez has more postseason home runs in Major League history. The 1-1.
Yeah, Jose Altuve really tells you a lot about how he's able to play the game and feel no pressure, just performing at a high level in the postseason, and no doubt he's been a big part of a couple of the Houston Astros World Series championships.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now 1 away.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. An absolutely majestic shot, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 4-3. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the 1-0. Now one missed.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Now 3-0. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Digging in, Kyle Tucker singled and scored his first time. Tucker, a former Gold Glove winner, batting in the cleanup spot, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Alvarez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. That to right. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Chas McCormick, the next to hit. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. That's a little bit low. And he deals. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Next pitch is outside.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Kicks and fires. And that skips into there.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And here it comes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here in Houston, on to the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. The wind of the pitch. This one high in the air to left center. McCormick calls it in, and there's one away. Here's the catcher to hit, Jonah Heim.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. Into center. McCormick has it sized up. Puts it away for the out.
Now the center fielder,
So next to hit for Texas, Leody Taveras. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the Rangers set down in order. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Back here at the ballpark, now Michael Brantley steps in. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out. Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next one misses. 1-1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And here's the first baseman, Jose Abreu. That one missing inside.
Abreu, a really hard worker, a guy who takes his craft seriously in the batting cages and on the field during batting practice. He's always trying to stay in the big part of the field, not trying to have a home run derby during BP, but understands that those are typically mistakes when you're trying to hit line drives.
Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Oh, he throws it away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here is Jeremy Pena. He's 0 for 1. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Grounder might be 2. To second, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Martin Maldonado. Grounded out his first time. And there's a ball. And the righty deals. That's in there. That's strike 1. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And fouled off. the 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Brantley, the runner at third. Pena over at first with one away. Two now. To third. Nice stop. The throw on to Semien. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Astros 4 and the Rangers 3. Back here in Houston, now the left fielder, Ezekiel Duran. Verlander back to work. That's in there. 0-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next pitch is inside. And the count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering down in the dirt. The wind of the pitch. Marcus Semien waiting to hit for the Rangers. Here comes a 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now it's Marcus Semien.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Righty delivers. Runner at first with no outs here. And now 1-2.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
This one in the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Two now. Semien waits. Next offering is outside. Corey Seager in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
So now it's Corey Seager that catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. Verlander moved to first. Duran back in standing.
Pretty pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The 0-2. Just missed.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Low in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Move to first. Back in there standing. Looked like it was a little bit up.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Grounder off the pitcher. Over to first. Third out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 4 and the Rangers 3. Back here at Minute Maid Park, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jose Altuve. And the pitch. And there's the strike. One of the skill sets Altuve brings to the table. He is a notorious bad ball hitter, but whether it's in the zone or out of the zone, since he debuted in 2011, no player has more hits in the majors than Jose Altuve. Kicks and deals. Not even close there. Now 1-2.
Yeah, Boog and Altuve, a 3-time AL batting champ and the first second baseman to win multiple batting titles since Hall of Fame second baseman Rod Carew won 5 batting titles between 1969 and 1975. Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Here's Alex Bregman. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's a strike, and the count even at 1. Upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taveras going after it. Snags it on the run. And there are 2 down.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, it will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. That one ripped right center field. Back there. That one is gone. Yordan Alvarez blasts one out, and they add to their lead. It's 5-3.
There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. In there, and it's 0-1. There's a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
No, Boog, I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
And first offering is fouled off. Tucker off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
And the pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Tucker headed for third. Seager with a relay throw. It's off the mark and he scores. And they're up by 3.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Andrew Heaney comes on now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So a man aboard. So next up for Houston, Michael Brantley, 1 for 2. That one's in there, 0-1. Runner leads away at second. This to center field. Tavares going after it. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is that. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 5 innings complete. It's the Astros 6 and the Rangers 3. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Mitch Garver.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Just missed. Garver, 32 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 1-1. Kicks and fires. Falling behind 2-1.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Next offering is fouled back. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The line to kick the pitch. And it's filled up. And the right-hander deals. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's off the wall.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Now the third baseman, Josh Young. He's already homered here in this one. First offering, and it just misses. Here comes a pitch. In there at the knees for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
At the belt and fires. And strike two.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
The pitch. Good eye in that spot.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
The pitch. On the ground, could be two. To second, that's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And now here is Adolis Garcia. Clips the outside corner. Strike one. Garcia goes 6'1", 205 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 7-8-9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Astros 6 and the Rangers 3. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the first baseman, Jose Abreu. The pitch. There's a strike. Abreu, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Bush, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Spores warming up as well. Now the 0-1. And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
The wind and the pitch. And that just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
The next pitch misses. 2-2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Pena checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Ruled a swing.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And a pitch. The punch out there. Back-to-back strikeouts. Here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is down low, and that's ball 2. And that's a little bit high.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Jose Altuve up next. There's the strike, 3-1. Up the middle, a dive, nice stop. Throw to first, on the money, nice play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
We go to the top of the 7th. Now at the plate, Jonah Heim. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think you'll have it in this one.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 1.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Next offering is fouled back. Next one is off the plate, and the count is filled up. Good job to fight that one off. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Verlander done in this one, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. On the mound now, Phil Maton.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Leody Taveras stepping in for the Rangers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle on the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Heim on at first, nobody out. And strike two. Next one just misses. And the count 1-2. That's down and in. Next pitch off the plate. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And the batter now, Ezekiel Duran. Check swing, but it's put in play. Beats to second, out there. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Astros 6 and the Rangers 3. Back here in Houston, bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Heaney back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And the 0-2. Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Man at first, and stepping in for the Astros, Alex Bregman, 1 for 3. First pitch, and he just misses. And he deals. Good eye right there.
2 balls, no strike.
There's the strike. Ground ball left side over to Lowe, and they get Bregman for the out.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Yordan.
Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Good eye right there. 1 out and a runner at second. That clips the corner.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Man at second. That's off the mark, and the count's full. Runner at second here, one gone. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw, and they can't get the out. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. First offering misses the mark.
One ball, no strike.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. They say you win.
1-2.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
The lefty, the 1-0. And another ball.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Altuve, the lead runner out at second. Alvarez on at first with two down. Next offering way off the plate.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
3-1 now. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat, well, all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
And they're all loaded up.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. And ball one. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And that one sliced foul. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taveras makes the catch, inning over. Astros leave them loaded, but they still lead it 6-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Abreu.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's Marcus Semien. The outfield playing him to pull, with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a pitch. And that one missing low. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Ryan Presley preparing to come on if needed. The 1-0. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Check swing, no appeal, and now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And there's ball 4.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder. Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Right-handed reliever. And the slider just misses. The 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
The 1-2. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And the righty deals.
No, that's low.
That's in there. Now 2-1. And here it comes. Oh, nice play. Over to first. And it beats him. What a play. Matt Bush taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jose Abreu. The pitch. And that one lifted in the air center field. Makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jeremy.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Good contact guy, good defender. And that's in there for strike 1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Aroldis Chapman, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Righty to the plate. And strike two. The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Martin Maldonado getting ready to hit. Off the mark there. 1-0. And downstairs.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Righty delivers. Jose Altuve waiting to hit for Houston. And he walked him.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Off the plate inside. Ball 1.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Maldonado off of first with 2 away. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Garcia racing over to make the catch. 1 left for Houston as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Presley.
Well, he blew a save opportunity his last time out, and I'm sure that's at least in the back of his mind. So this is a good chance at some redemption here.
Mitch Garver digs in now.
The designated hitter, Mitch Garver.
Here comes a pitch. And that's too high. Presley, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. There's the strike.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of break. So tough to get that barrel to.
Here's a 1-1. That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Young stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And it's 1-1. Kicks and fires. Got him looking. That's his second strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Last chance now for the Rangers. Adolis Garcia now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering, and it just misses. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. And the pitch. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man at second here with 2 away. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. In there at the knees. 0-1. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. Down to their final strike. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
1-2 now. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. That's inside.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And the pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Six 6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. This has been a special presentation of SpinoKing Sports.